Let me talk to the dreamer in you, the one who's been hiding beneath layers of fear, hesitation, and the echo of other people's opinions. You see, there comes a time in your life where you've got to make a choice. Not just a choice to move, but a choice to move boldly. A choice to rise up and say, enough. Enough shrinking. Enough apologizing for who you are. Enough trying to make your light small so someone else can feel big. Can we talk about it today? Because I remember when I had to make that same choice. I was sitting in a room, a single mom on government assistance, no college degree, and the only thing I had more of than bills was self-doubt. But in the middle of that storm, I heard something whisper inside me, not outside, but from within. It said, "Lisa, you were not born to just survive, you were born to soar." I know somebody here feels that stirring, that itch, that whisper in the middle of your chest that keeps saying there's more for you. Baby, let me tell you something right now. There is, but here's the catch. You won't get to more by clinging to what no longer serves you. You've got to let them go. Who are they? They're the voices that told you you're not enough. The ones who laughed when you dreamed big. The people who only celebrated the version of you they could understand, not the one destined for greatness. Let them go. Let go of the friend who secretly cheers when you fail. Let go of the relationship where love has become a negotiation of your worth. Let go of the story that says your past determines your future. I had to release my comfort zone, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Letting go will feel like losing a limb at first, but soon you'll realize you were only cutting ties with chains. Somebody say, "I'm ready." Because this isn't just about releasing them, it's about reclaiming you. You've been giving pieces of yourself away, trying to fit into spaces you were never meant to belong, but not anymore. This moment, this breath, this word, this is your permission slip to become unapologetically you. And I know it's scary, few I know, but fear is just a mile marker on the road to your breakthrough. It's not a stop sign, it's a signal to push harder. Don't let your dream die in the comfort of familiarity. Let them go, let the fear go, let the guilt go, let the need for approval go. You are the architect of your life. You are the painter, the poet, the builder, and you know what? You don't need anybody's pen to write your story. When you let them go, you create space for new visions, new energy, new purpose. When I started letting go, my dreams didn't just appear, they expanded. Opportunities I never thought I'd touch found me. Why? Because I made room. Say it with me now. I'm making room. Yes, you are making room for joy, for freedom, for a purpose so deep it shakes the ground beneath your feet. You're not here to live a life that makes sense to them. You're here to live a life that sets your soul on fire. And fire doesn't ask permission to burn, baby. It just burns. So if you're ready to rise, if you're ready to release, if you're ready to reclaim your rightful place in this world as a creator, a force, a finisher, then say it out loud right now. I'm ready to let them go and claim my dreams. Because this is your moment, and I promise you, on the other side of release is a freedom you've never known. And freedom, my love, looks good on you. Now I know what you're thinking. Lisa, it sounds good, it feels good, but how do I really let go when my heart still holds on? Oh baby, I hear you. I see that ache behind your strength. I feel that tightness in your chest when you think about walking away from what's familiar. Let me tell you a secret. Letting go is not a one-time event. It's a daily commitment to choose yourself. It's a quiet battle between who you've been and who you're becoming. But oh honey, becoming costs something. It costs comfort. It costs people pleasing. It costs playing small. And I remember standing in front of a mirror, tears running down my face, asking myself, why do I feel guilty for wanting more? That guilt, my friend, was not mine to carry. It belonged to a world that had trained me to be grateful for crumbs when I was created to feast. Can you relate to that? Have you ever dimmed your light so someone else wouldn't feel uncomfortable? Have you ever denied your dream so someone else could stay close? Let me say it loud for the people in the back. That's not love, that's limitation, and you don't owe anyone your limitation. You were born with wings, and baby, if they can't fly with you, Don't you dare clip your feathers just to stay grounded with them. Can we go deeper right now? Because letting go isn't just about people, it's about identities. It's about saying goodbye to the version of you that only knew how to survive. It's about telling the little voice inside that whispers you can't, to sit down while your soul shouts, "Watch me." I had to let go of the broke single mom story. I had to stop seeing myself as the girl who was left behind and start showing up as the woman who was moving forward. And I know it's hard, but you've got to ask yourself, are you loyal to your past or are you committed to your future? Few, say that with me. I'm committed to my future. Because your future doesn't live in the apologies of your past. It lives in your next brave step. It lives in that bold yes to your calling. But you can't say yes to greatness while holding hands with guilt, shame, or small thinking. Let it go. You're not being mean, you're being authentic. You're not selfish for choosing joy. You're being responsible for your assignment. Because your dream, listen close, your dream has an assignment with your name on it. It's crying out for your obedience. And every time you put it on the back burner, every time you try to bring along people who ain't ready, you delay your blessing. You were never meant to convince anyone of your worth. You were only meant to embody it. And baby, the most powerful statement you can make is to move forward in peace. Not anger, not revenge, just peace. Because peace is a declaration that you trust God's plan more than your need to be understood. Say that with me. I trust the plan. Yes, you may not see the full staircase, but you don't have to. Your job is to take the next step. And when you do, when you finally release what's weighing you down, you will find a lightness in your spirit that will make you unrecognizable to the old you. And I'm gonna say this with love but with fire. If they don't recognize the new you, that's okay. You didn't change to make them comfortable. You evolved to set your soul free. This is the season where you become unapologetic. Not rude, not reckless, but rooted in your purpose, rooted in your power, rooted in your identity. And as you rise, don't be surprised when your elevation demands your separation. That's not rejection, that's redirection. That's God making room. So today, I dare you, I double dare you, to stand tall in the mirror, look yourself in the eye and say, I am not afraid to let go. I am not afraid to grow. I am not afraid to claim my dreams. Because when you do that, the universe rearranges itself to support your decision. It's not just possible, it's inevitable. You ready? So let's talk about the part nobody wants to admit, the messy middle. That space between who you used to be and who you're becoming. That uncomfortable, shaky-legged, emotionally raw season where it feels like everything is falling apart. Let me tell you something, baby. It's not falling apart, it's falling into place. See, I remember when I let go of the relationship that had defined my identity for years. Lord, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I questioned myself every day. Did I do the right thing? Maybe I should have stayed. Maybe I was being too much. But then one morning, I sat on the edge of my bed, hands trembling, and I heard that quiet, still voice inside me whisper, you didn't leave love behind, you left lack behind. Few. Somebody needed to hear that today. Let me repeat it. You didn't leave love behind. You left lack behind. See, you can't call something love when it's built on fear, control, or the shrinking of your spirit. That's not love, that's attachment. That's comfort disguised as connection. That's survival dressed up as soulmates. Baby, don't confuse your healing with heartbreak. Healing hurts too, but it leads you to freedom. And listen, freedom isn't always fun at first. It can be lonely, uncertain, and yes, terrifying. But it is worth every tear you cry, every night you lay awake wondering if you made a mistake. You didn't make a mistake, you made a move. And moves don't always come with applause. Sometimes they come with silence. Sometimes they come with judgment. But don't you ever let the noise of others drown out the whisper of your soul. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing you. And while we're here, let me remind you, you're not behind, you're not late, you're not broken, you are becoming. Say that with me, I am becoming. becoming whole, becoming wise, becoming aligned, and don't let anyone tell you that you're selfish for growing. You're not selfish. You're self-honoring. You're showing your children, your friends, your future clients, your legacy what it means to honor the divine within. And yes, there will be days when you miss what you walked away from, not because it was good for you, but because it was familiar. Don't mistake familiar for safe, and don't mistake safe for sacred. Some things feel safe because we've learned how to function in dysfunction. But baby, God didn't create you to function. He created you to flourish. That means your new normal is going to look different. You're going to stop chasing people who never saw your worth. You're going to stop explaining your joy to those who live in pain. You're going to start walking like you are called, talking like you are chosen, living like you are enough. Because you are. And the moment you decide that your peace, your purpose, your power is non-negotiable, something miraculous happens. The right people start showing up. The right opportunities start finding you. But it starts with letting go of what no longer serves you. Letting go isn't loss, it's alignment. It's you stepping into divine order. And I know it's scary to walk away from people who have been part of your journey, but ask yourself, were they part of your destination? Just because someone was in your chapter doesn't mean they're meant for your book. And baby, your book is just getting good. Your breakthrough is waiting for you to release what's blocking the blessing. So here's what I want you to do this week. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, I give myself permission to grow. I give myself permission to evolve. I give myself permission to let go. Then act like it, walk like it, speak like it, because you are the permission you've been waiting for. Stop begging people to see your vision when God already gave you the blueprint. Your dream doesn't need their cosign, it needs your commitment. And when you choose to let go, not from bitterness, but from boldness, you become unstoppable. You become magnetic. You become you. So let them go, baby. Let them go and claim your dreams like your life depends on it. Because it does. Baby, I need you to lean in close for this one, because this right here is where the rubber meets the road. This is the heart work, the healing work, the freedom work. See, some of us are still carrying people in our minds and our spirits who haven't been a part of our lives for years. And yet we drag their opinions, their judgments, their doubts with us into every room we walk into, every decision we try to make, every dream we dare to dream. Let me be real with you. You can't run toward your future with both arms wrapped around your past. You cannot fly with people clinging to your wings. And I know it's hard because we're taught to be loyal, to hold on, to keep peace, to not make waves. But can I tell you something radical? Sometimes peace comes from the goodbye. Sometimes healing begins when you release the very person you thought you couldn't live without. I remember when I had to let go of someone who meant everything to me, someone who'd walked with me through some of the hardest chapters of my life. But every time I tried to rise, they pulled me down. Every time I tried to speak my truth, they silenced me with their doubts. And I realized no matter how much history we had, they couldn't go where I was going. And baby, when you realize that some people are only assigned to your past and not your destiny, that's when your life changes. That's when you stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. That's when you stop shrinking so others can feel tall. That's when you start protecting your dream like it's your child, because it is. Your dream is the child of your soul. And you wouldn't let anyone talk down to your baby, so why let them talk down to your vision? This is your season to get crystal clear about what you want and who gets to sit at your table. Don't be afraid to disappoint people who never truly saw you anyway. Don't be afraid to walk away from love that came with conditions or friendships that turned cold when you started to shine. Call and response time. Can you feel that? Say, I release them. Say, I set myself free. Say, I choose me. Yes, baby, say it like you believe it. Because when you truly begin to honor yourself, you stop begging others to value you. When you claim your voice, your worth, your path, you no longer seek validation from people who never clapped when you won. And let me say this, letting them go doesn't mean you stop loving them. It means you love yourself enough to choose peace over chaos, growth over guilt, and purpose over pleasing. You bless them and release them. You say thank you for the lessons, and then you turn the page because you got a whole book to write and they were only a chapter. It's okay to outgrow the people you once thought you'd do life with. It's okay to be the first in your circle to dream big, to say no, to set boundaries, to build something no one else has built. You're not being rude. You're being responsible with your assignment. You're not arrogant. You're aware of your calling. This is your permission slip, Queen. This is your invitation to soar. And yes, it might be lonely sometimes, but baby, I'd rather be lonely in my purpose than surrounded in my pain. I'd rather walk solo toward my destiny than stay stuck in a crowd of comfort. So today is the day you choose. Do you stay anchored to what's familiar, or do you dare to let go and claim what's yours, because your future is waiting? But you can't walk into it dragging dead weight. Release them, love them, bless them, let them go, and claim your dreams. Now I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and feel this next truth vibrate in your soul. Because baby, it's gonna stir something deep in you. See, the reason some of us struggle to let go isn't just about the person or the place, it's about the identity we built while holding on. We've made comfort zones out of chaos. We've made excuses out of fear. We've made homes out of pain, and we keep decorating those homes with new curtains called maybe they'll change, maybe it'll get better, maybe I'm just expecting too much. No, baby, you're not expecting too much. You're just expecting what you deserve. And when you finally realize that you're not crazy, you're just awakening. That's when you begin to set fires to the stories that no longer serve you. I remember sitting in my small apartment, broken, with a son to raise and a dream too big for my surroundings. And I kept asking myself, how do I let go of what I thought life would be? How do I step out when I'm terrified? And the answer came softly, but clearly. You move scared, you move trembling, you move with tears in your eyes if you have to. Because courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to act in spite of it. I had to let go of the version of me that settled, the version that played small so others wouldn't feel insecure, the version that apologized for her brilliance, for her fire, for her calling. And I had to embrace the version of me that God designed, the one that could change rooms with her words, the one that could light souls on fire, the one that could walk boldly into boardrooms and prayer rooms alike. And you, my sister, my brother, have that same power, but you gotta shed the skin of who you used to be. You've got to stop trying to make your current greatness fit into your past pain. That's like trying to wear shoes 2 sizes too small because you used to love them. Baby, they hurt now, they don't fit your growth. So why are you still trying to squeeze into that old job, that old relationship, that old mindset? Can we do this together right here, right now? I want you to say out loud, I am no longer available for anything that drains me. Say it again. Louder, I am no longer available for anything that dims my light. You feel that shift, that's your spirit agreeing, that's your soul saying, it's about time. Because letting go isn't just an act of release, it's a declaration of readiness. Readiness to be loved fully, readiness to walk in purpose, readiness to say no without guilt and yes without fear. And yes, some people might fall away when you stop performing for their approval. Let them misunderstand you. Let them gossip. Let them say you've changed, because you have, and that's the point. You are not who you used to be. You're not stuck. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're just beginning. You're becoming, and your dreams, they're waiting on the other side of that goodbye. So today, promise yourself this. I will stop apologizing for needing more. I will stop watering down my message to make it more palatable. I will stop standing in rooms that weren't built for my healing. I will claim my joy, my peace, my power. without shame, because I deserve it, because my future deserves the whole, healed, unapologetic version of me. So one more time, shout it if you have to, I'm letting go, and I'm claiming my dreams. Yes, 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 that's your freedom talking. That's your future calling, and baby, it's time to answer. Now let's talk about what happens when you begin to move in your new truth. When you start walking with your head a little higher, when your no becomes firm, when your yes becomes intentional. Let me tell you, baby, that's when the world starts to shift. But here's the deal nobody talks about. It gets lonelier before it gets louder. That's real. When you begin to operate on a higher frequency, when your energy becomes sacred, when your peace becomes non-negotiable, there will be silence. People who once celebrated you will go quiet. Some won't know how to respond to your glow up. Some won't like that you're no longer asking for permission to be powerful. But let me bless you with this truth. Their silence is not your setback, it's your setup. Their distance is not a curse, it's confirmation. Confirmation that you're on the right path. Confirmation that growth is happening. Confirmation that you are no longer for everybody. And baby, that's a beautiful thing. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to disrupt. You were born to awaken. You were born to shake the room with your presence and speak life with your voice. So let them go. Let the silence fall like snow. And in that quiet, you'll hear your own voice louder than ever. You'll hear God whispering, I'm proud of you. Keep going. You'll feel your own heartbeat reminding you of the mission, that dream it needs you whole. It needs you present. It needs you unapologetically committed. No more split energy, no more half-hearted effort. No more dimming down so someone else can feel bright. And here's a truth that might sting. You can't carry old identities into your new season. You can't walk into your purpose dragging the weight of who you used to be. You gotta mourn her, thank her for surviving, but let her go because what's coming next requires more of you, more clarity, more faith, more courage and less clutter. Say this with me, I am available for peace. I am aligned with purpose. I am anchored in truth. Yes, say it again, let it rise up in you. This is your reclaiming season. You're not here to prove yourself to anybody anymore. You're here to express yourself, to heal boldly, to dream fiercely, and to love intentionally. You don't need to be validated. You've already been chosen. And when you live from that truth, the universe rearranges itself to make room for your breakthrough. Doors open, opportunities align, resources show up, but only when you do. Only when you walk in your assignment like you already own it. So if you're wondering what to do next, here it is. Show up. Show up in your gifts. Show up in your truth. Show up for your life like it's a front row concert and you're the main event. No more backstage energy. No more whispering your worth. No more hoping they see you. You see you, you choose you, you claim you. That's how dreams are realized. That's how legacies are built. So lift your chin, square your shoulders, and whisper this last truth to yourself. I am no longer shrinking. I'm stepping forward. I'm stepping up. I'm stepping out. And if anybody asks where you're going, just smile and say, I'm headed toward my destiny. Because baby, you are, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop a soul that's surrendered to the fire of its own truth. And now we're here. We've walked through the pain, we've looked the past in the eye, and we've let go of what no longer serves. And now, beautiful soul, it's time to rise. Not as the person you were, not even as the person you hope to be, but as the person you choose to be. The world has been waiting on you. Your calling has been whispering your name in the midnight hours. Your dream has been pacing the floor of your soul, saying, please let me breathe, please let me live. And now, right now, is your time to say yes. Say yes to the life that's calling you. Say yes to the vision that only you can carry. Say yes to joy that doesn't need anyone's permission to exist. This is not just a moment. This is a movement back to you. And hear me loud. There is no dream too big, no mountain too high, and no past too heavy that you cannot overcome it with a may. up mind and a heart anchored in purpose. You've cried long enough. You've guessed long enough. You've played it safe long enough. Now it's time to be bold. It's time to speak your dream into existence, not with a whisper, but with a roar. Stand in the mirror every single morning and tell yourself, I am worthy, I am powerful, I am unstoppable, and I am ready. Your reflection doesn't lie. It shows the warrior, the miracle, the journey. So when that voice of doubt tries to creep in, you tell it, you had your time, but I've got things to do. I've got lives to impact. I've got generational change to create. Because this dream of yours, it's not just about you. It's about the people who will be set free because you were brave enough to go first. It's about the daughter who watches you and learns that it's okay to be fierce. It's about the son who learns that emotions are not weakness. It's about the community that will thrive because you showed up. Your courage is contagious. Your healing is revolutionary. Your authenticity is power. And when you walk in that truth, when you operate from that place of alignment and unapologetic faith, you become a beacon, shining so bright that others are drawn to their own light. So this is my final ask of you. Protect your energy. Nourish your soul. Build boundaries like you build dreams, with intention and love. Surround yourself with people who fan your flame, not snuff it out. And never again lower your light just because someone else refuses to open their eyes. You are not too much. You are not too loud. You are not too ambitious. You are exactly what this world needs. And if ever you forget it, I want you to close your eyes, put your hand over your heart and say, I am still here. I am still rising. I am still dreaming, and I will never give up on me again. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, let them go. Let fear go. Let guilt go. Let delay go. Let other people's expectations go. And you, sweet, powerful, divine you, run after that dream like your soul depends on it, because it does. This is your season. This is your moment. This is your rebirth. So step into it, claim it, dance with it, live it, and when the world looks at you in awe and asks, how did you do it? You simply smile and say, I let them go, and I finally chose me.